faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane. It's Zeeverfett.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is an impromptu sort of stream. We're not really going to be doing much other than just talking about our initial thoughts of the film after seeing The Batman. I initially wasn't going to watch the movie until it came out on HBO Max, which would be in roughly, 40 some odd days. And that would have been perfectly fine for me. It's just my son, not this guy, but my other son said, hey, he wanted to go, so of course, I'm going to accommodate that request and take him.
Today, I saw it days ago.
You saw it on Friday, right?
Yes, days ago.
Wait, it wasn't today. It wasn't today. You ran out there. You were in.
Yes, I ran out there.
Full-fledged in costume, standing in line, and you were on the news. And so, yeah. So anyway, thanks to everybody who's watching. More than likely, you're probably not going to catch us live. And we were thinking about doing a pre-recorded. We're thinking about doing, just a stream and like interacting with everybody. But we figured the best thing to do, since it's just fresh in our minds, is just to kind of dump all of our thoughts and everything on what we just saw and what we digested. So yeah, I mean, if you could hit that like button, leave us a comment after the stream is done. I definitely want to hear what everybody has to think or everybody has to say about the film. But yeah, so you've had a couple days to have it marinate. I just got back from watching the film, so I guess you're a bigger Batman fan than I am.
Where I'm starting.
Well, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I'm getting to that. So as
you're building up something.
Oh yeah, and I mean, you've been looking forward to this film. You're a number one. Okay, I guess, who's your favorite Batman after watching this film? Who is your favorite Batman? Not Bruce Wayne, not anything like that. I don't care. Who's your favorite Batman?
Favorite detective.
Okay, so Pattinson is your favorite Batman.
Favorite detective.
No. We're not getting into semantics.
Oh,
I don't care about all that crap. Oh yeah. Well, the Batman with his hair parted on the right is that's Batman.
No.
Yes.
Like he wasn't as brutal as Ben Affleck.
Right. And a lot of people have said, and I've heard, other people that, have talked about the film, because I didn't care about spoilers, was that like, well, he's year 2, and so he's not there yet. And I'm like, dude, year 2, I'm sorry, but when you're young, you're more aggressive. When you're older, you're more seasoned, so this Batman here, when he's Batfleck's age, 50 years old or whatever, I don't think he's going to be more tactful. He's going to be more, precise with what he does. I don't think he's going to be as aggressive. I would have wondered, well, what does, Batfleck's Batman, how does he, how was he in his 20s, as a year 2 Batman? Probably very much more brutal than Pattinson. But there's a different Batman. There's a different telling. There's a different iteration of the character. So, I guess we'll get overall
at the end.
At the end. So I just wanted to touch on that. We'll get our overall view of whatever, but we watched it and it was 3 hours long.
2 hours and 47 minutes.
3 hours long. I even waited to the end, and yeah, Anthony was right. Yeah, no reason to wait for the end of the movie. It was stupid. It was dumb. I thought I was like, thank you for wasting my time.
Hey, no one forced you to sit there.
No. I even went to that little site, Media Stinger, that Anthony recommended. It was like, well, there's an end credits. It's at the end. I was like, okay, I'll wait. And after drinking a slushie and waiting for 3 hours, I had to take a leak, and that was not a pleasant experience to wait those extra however many minutes it took for the credits. Before I was like, oh, that's it. Well, that sucks. Well, guys, and we're also, we don't have a spoiler icon, but I mean, if you haven't seen the movie by now and you're tuning in, I thought I was late to the game. This is a spoiler review. We're going to, just put it out there on the table and let the chips fall where they may. But again, thanks for watching, guys. All right, I guess take it away. What did you like, and what did you dislike? Because you can't just
going all at once, like and dislike.
yeah,
Oh,
about
God.
Batman.
About Batman.
Yes.
I still don't like the suit.
Okay.
I still don't like the
Okay.
suit. Everything
And
else,
what
like,
do
the
you
gadgets
not?
were
What do you
cool.
not like about the suit?
Again, the cowl, and I don't like
Okay.
the collar. I mean,
Okay.
other than that, everything else was cool. I liked the like whenever he after he glided from the
When he got his
GCPD,
squirrel suit on.
that was cool. That's year 2. I'm down with that.
Okay.
Other than
Yeah.
it's different. I'm down
He was
with
like, I'm not gonna trust the cape.
I just
Squirrel
like-
suit,
that.
go.
Just like how convenient that is.
Activate.
Like, holy shit,
Yeah.
that must be heavy. He's carrying that with him while he's running.
Well, that explains why he's so scrawny. So, but yeah, no, okay, go ahead, keep going with what do you like about what did you like most about the Batman suit?
Like after he landed, like him without the cape and stuff, like his overall suit just looked pretty cool to me. It just looks like that's it's definitely a year 2 Batman.
Yeah.
Like it was really cool. And then the fighting with no music was pretty cool. It's just like it's like real. Like I'm watching someone get like he's beating up thugs.
Yeah, sure. I liked watching it. Yeah.
Other than that, the gadgets were cool. The eye camera thing, I thought that was
The eye camera thing, I was like, is that even a thing, or is that like sci-fi, or
Well,
what,
that's in
what is
comics. I
that?
saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's cool. That makes sense. Batman, he can't gather everything.
Well, he is the world's greatest detective, and in the comics, and even in the previous movies, he didn't need that. It's cool to have. But it's kind of like how people rely on Google. It's like, oh, what's that thing? Oh yeah, let me
remember-
jog my brain. No, let me
remember-
just Google it.
Remember Under the Red Hood?
I do remember
He was
that.
following Red Hood. He had the eye thing. He had
Oh
the
hell
camera.
yeah! Look at you!
Yeah,
Look
and
at
then-
you
and then
go!
he kept replaying the recording.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even Batman needs to do all that.
Okay,
Redo
I'm
the
down.
footage
I'm
and
down.
stuff.
I mean, it wasn't off-putting. It didn't upset me. That it was there. I was just like,
I liked it.
He's
'cause it's
smart.
Like,
He's a smart
I
guy.
can dive in more because these cops don't want me. These cops don't want me in here, so I need to like gather as much.
they don't
information.
want him there, but yet they let him in everywhere.
I thought it was weird after he punched Gordon. And he
It was
found-
like you don't belong here. All right, right on by. Step aside. Here comes the Batman again.
What
Yeah,
I-
he's
what-
not
what I
welcome.
didn't understand since you saw it.
Yeah.
Like not too long ago.
I didn't see it too long ago.
Okay. Whatchamacallit? After he punched Gordon,
Yeah.
and they found Riddler's spot. Why didn't the cops just like looked at him? They were like, "Oh yeah, we're cool now."
Yeah. They were like, hey, remember what you did at that other place?
Yeah.
But you might want to check that out over there because that's something of importance, I would think.
I thought that was weird. I was like, that took me a couple days to like. Oh wait, he did that to Gordon.
Yeah,
The cops forgave him. Like
it was funny. Like even when now they showed us a lot of the movie, even though it was a 3-hour-long movie, they showed a lot of clips, for here and there or whatever
I thought it was
about
great.
the movie, and I was
Flow of it
like,
was great.
yeah, the flow was fine, but what I thought was kind of weird was like I've already seen a lot of the movie, even though it was a 3-hour movie. I've seen a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
But yeah, that one scene where he socked Gordon and then ran off and took the grappling hook up to the roof. It was funny. It was kind of like when you're in a video game and you hit an NPC and then all of the NPCs are alerted to your presence and they all converge on this one location and they follow you until they aggressively follow you until you either die or you hide again and then they're back to like, what are you doing?
What was it?
I don't remember what I was doing. I'm just walking with a gun now. But it was that same thing. Like every cop on every level, even the top level, just converged on the staircase, and I was like,
he had all
yeah.
the aggro.
and he had all the aggro. That's right. So, yeah. I mean, it was a cool
I like
scene,
that.
but it was still
that
funny.
Scene was pretty cool.
It was cool, but it was still funny.
But I still can't get over the fact whenever Nicotino was like you.
Oh yeah, when I was like, are they about to kiss? He was like, hey, you come over, you go suck me in the face. It's like I can't suck that nice punum of yours. It's like I don't know. I thought there was more chemistry with Gordon and Batman than with Catwoman.
I like that whole dynamic too, like them working together.
Yeah, I liked it, but I've always, I mean, maybe I'm just it's kind of weird to see Batman just sort of there with the cops and they're just not doing anything, just out of respect for Gordon, even though they're all corrupt.
Yeah,
it's just kind of weird. It's like, we're used to like Gordon has to keep this on the DL because like people are aware that he kind of works with him, but it's not just like, oh yeah, hey, you can come and check out this crime scene. and touch it with your dirty gloves. Even though he's wearing gloves, it's still dirty. And you still are, ruining a crime scene with tampering with it. But yeah, so okay, moving on to Bruce Wayne, his alter ego. What did you think about Bruce Wayne? What did you like and not like about Bruce?
His Bruce Wayne persona is not created yet. I feel like this is basically Batman the whole time. This isn't, you don't see Bruce
right. And I can understand about that because it's a year 2 apparently. So he's still trying to figure this character out, and he's sort of shut the other one out.
Which doesn't make sense because I see a lot of people complaining, "Oh, his Bruce Wayne sucked." Like what? It's not.
You could see bits and
yet.
Pieces of Bruce,
Yeah.
like here and there, but it wasn't. I liked it. Like when he was in the car driving toward Alfred, I was like, "Oh, there's Bruce."
Yeah.
The concern, talking to the lady on the phone.
In this movie, he's basically that same kid from that alley. Whenever the whole Alfred thing was
Yeah.
it's the same kid, same fear.
Yeah.
Everything. I thought it was great. This was perfect.
Okay, so moving on to the next major star of the film. What do you think of Riddler?
He was cool. Like I liked whenever he was in Blackgate, right? Was he in Blackgate?
No, he was in
That was
Arkham.
Arkham
Yeah.
Asylum.
Penguin
liked-
would have gone to Blackgate, and Falcone would have gone to Blackgate because they're just criminals. It's a
And then,
facility.
and plus, okay. So with the whole thing with Riddler and Arkham Asylum, I thought that was really cool, especially when he found out Batman wasn't on his side. I thought that was pretty cool because you could tell he's gone mad.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was that one scene where it was like he knows he's Bruce Wayne. He's calling him Bruce Wayne. He's Bruce Wayne, and right in front of him, like I see that this is your mask and also whatever. I was like, okay, this is the real you and all that. And I was like, okay, he knows that he's Bruce. I get it. And then they showed it. No. And then they kind of showed that I didn't get Bruce, and it also didn't make any sense to me that he would target Bruce Wayne and then target Batman in the same overall plan. If he knows that Batman and Bruce Wayne are one, why is he targeting Bruce Wayne and then Batman, like individual, people? And so it just didn't really.
Ahead. There's something bigger.
There's something that didn't connect.
No, there's something.
Something that didn't
I just
connect.
think it's saved for a sequel because I know Riddler has to know. There's no way he does.
Yeah, I mean he's a really smart individual and he would have figured it out. He showed pictures of him with Bruce Wayne in the in that clipping or whatever, and he was talking about how he couldn't relate to him because he was a millionaire in the Wayne Tower while everybody else is an orphan down below, and how they're different, and then Batman kind of called him out. It's like, nah, everybody forgets you. You're nobody. It's like, that's not how it's supposed to go. And yeah, it was kind of weird. And they also said that Bruce Wayne, and the whole conversation was on camera. They even made mention, like, look at the camera, the red lights flashing.
They probably thought he was just deranged. After the whole conversation, they probably just thought, okay, this guy's nuts. This
It could be, but yeah, I mean, it kind of like,
But
okay.
I think it was
Year 2, Batman's identity is revealed.
I think it's well strategized. Oh yeah, year 2.
Yeah, year
Well,
2.
well,
The jig is up.
Well, they made it to where Riddler and him had so much in common. Both orphans.
Yeah.
Except he was a billionaire. He was,
They did alter, the origin of the Riddler a little bit. I do like that he was in. Yeah, I always like that he was in like the forensic lab. For GCPD, and that's how he knows things. That's how he knows how the cops operate and things like that. I like that. The next major, I guess, character. What didn't you like about Riddler? Before we get into the next character, what did you not like about Riddler?
I mean, I don't really have any gripes about Riddler. I mean, I thought the overall performance was great by it. I don't have anything I dislike. What do you have? Anything?
I still didn't like his mask. I thought his mask was silly.
What would you prefer?
Ski mask would have been fine. I mean, just the other mask just seemed weird. I don't know. And the glasses, like on top of the mask or with the mask or whatever. And then everybody had to have that same look.
It like been different.
I was like, why do they all need to dress like the Riddler?
Whatever store they went to.
Yeah, I was like, I'm cool with like all of them sort of coming in. No. It's like he sent them the link. This is the link. Amazon takes 2 to 3 days, but if you do Amazon Prime, you can have it overnight. It's different for the rifles and the and the other stuff. I thought that I liked the Riddler's performance. I didn't like there were certain things that I didn't like about the Riddler, but overall I liked the Riddler. I thought he was
Because think of it this way.
it was a good performance.
Think of it this way. Why was Bruce Wayne's trap so quick? Every other trap was very slow.
Yeah, well, and then that happens and that could have happened on the cutting room floor. It could have been a longer movie or intended for a longer movie. It seemed like they were just like, all right, the audience knows this is Bruce Wayne, so obviously we're not going to set anything up because, well, I don't really have anything else to add to this scene. So to this setup.
I think it's because he definitely knows who he is. He just made it quick for him because he has to, because the whole thing is for Batman.
Yeah.
The whole trap, there would have been a video. Riddler captured all these other people.
That's why the message on the back of the card said flammable. Batman would have figured that out. Like, oh, it's flammable. Okay, let me get this out of here or whatever, and he wouldn't have got the. Okay, so that was one thing I thought was pretty funny. Was he had 3 people that should have died in the film: Batman, Alfred, and the Penguin.
Elaborate.
So the Penguin couldn't have survived the car crash. Because he had I don't even think his seatbelt was on. Alfred, even though he tossed the C4, should have died.
Yeah, or have
from the blast. He was little burns, baby burns. And then Batman should have died in the where he was with Sarsgaard, where he was with the DA, when the DA blew up. He was right there, like closer than me and you. Yeah. And I'm sorry, that's it's a costume, but you got cargo pants. Your face wasn't even burned. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just. I get it, but it's a movie. It's a movie, but 3 people should have died in this film. But yeah, I don't know. So the next person that I would talk about or go over would be Catwoman, Lenny Kravitz's daughter, who just so happens to be Catwoman in this. And Falcone's daughter, which was from, I don't know if it was from the comics or from the animated show. I can't remember, but there's something before this that that was definitely a thing
somewhere. I
cannot remember where. I know that in the Long Halloween, Catwoman was related to Falcone.
She was.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Wow. I'm more of a Superman fan. You're more of a Batman fan. I have more knowledge of this stuff. Okay. Let's just go over that. Okay. So, what did you like about Catwoman?
Loved everything about it. Bring her back. It was just amazing.
What did you not like about Catwoman?
There's absolutely nothing I did not like about Catwoman.
Okay.
Everything was great. It sealed the deal for me.
I didn't like her fingernails. I thought they were too long. I was like, with all the stuff that you're doing, like those better be industrial, like titanium fingernails. Because damn, I was like, they look cool, but they also looked, like, okay, you're Catwoman. I see your face. Like, dude, those fingernails kind of give it away. Like, I liked your interaction with Falcone. I liked her interactions with Bruce.
She nailed the performance.
She did a good job. She did a good job. Like, out of all of them, she was the one I believed the most.
Oh, yeah.
As far as, like, she believed in her role, even more than Robert Pattinson's Batman. I think she did a better job than he did. And he's a more seasoned actor, and he's done a lot more things that are more versatile, which would have lended for a better performance. So yeah, Catwoman, cool. Like, I don't know.
What did you think of the intro that I was telling you about? The setup of, like, the whole monologue that he was giving. The criminals and the dark alleys and stuff.
Yeah, I dug it. I dug it. It
was a great setup.
It was right. It was good. It was like, is he here? Is he there? But at the end of the day, I was thinking about it. I was like, how could he have known to follow these guys here? Or like, okay, I'm sorry, but like walking out of the shadows that slowly wouldn't have been me. I would, for me, directing Batman, I would have had him like in the shadows, pulling people into the shadows, like, and like Begins. Like Batman Begins, and also like BVS. I would have had him in the shadows, using the what he learned with the League of Assassins, or
Well, this Batman I don't think was a League of Assassins.
I think every Batman should be with the League of
Alfred.
Assassins. Well, I know Alfred helped train him as well.
That's what I said.
As well.
As well.
Yes.
Oh, for the overall thing.
God, you're killing me. Okay, so so yeah, I think that there should be some sort of, a little bit of mysticism, a little bit of like building a lore. Even though it's his second year, he's fresh off of learning something, and like when you're fresh from learning an art or a craft or whatever, it's a hard habit to sort of break or start declining. So I would have used it. Yeah, it would have been dope.
That would have been cool.
It would have freaked people out.
I was fine with
in the gang or whatever.
I was fine with the walking.
It was like, yeah, oh yeah, it was like super slow. I was like, that gives them a chance to do something. They're just standing there like idiots.
I was like, holy
shit. Holding their junk. So I mean, it wasn't bad, but it could have been better. That's all I'm saying. Could have been better. So we've gone over Catwoman, Batman, Riddler. I guess the next big one would be Penguin. And what did you think of the Penguin? What did you like and dislike about the Penguin?
Everything was great about the Penguin as well.
Yeah. Colin Farrell did an
amazing
amazing
everything
job.
Was great. I loved it. I loved the car chase scene.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Iceberg Lounge, even though it's not, the Iceberg Lounge we know.
Yeah, it was like the Iceberg Club. Yeah. And it was like it's the club inside the club. You know the club? The club. It's the club. But it was cool. I liked
the interaction between him and Batman.
I liked the interaction. He wasn't really afraid of Batman, which is cool. I like the prosthetics, of course. I like that, you're watching a character, and I think more actors need to kind of get into that, need to do that. Check your egos at the door and give a great performance behind a mask. Yes. Just like Batman. But yeah, no, I didn't think I was gonna like his performance as much, but yeah, I mean he really did well, and I would love to see more. The only thing I didn't like was that there was no Maroni. There was only mention of him, and there wasn't that much Falcone. Dead, right? I don't think he's dead. I think they took over his operation, and so I don't know if he's like in Blackgate. I don't know.
You saw it. Your mind is fresher than mine.
Yeah,
I could have swore they said they killed him.
He could have killed him.
No, it was Maroni, but maybe he's in Blackgate. I don't know.
He might be in Blackgate. I don't know. Oh, jury's out. We don't know. We're not going to see this movie again. But yeah, so yeah, his performance was great. The car chase was okay. I liked that it was like, in traffic. Yeah, that was different. That was cool. I liked that. I liked, the ending, except for the very end. They should have just had Batman walk up and then that's it.
No, you didn't like
I didn't like his head there. Like, hey. You okay down there?
After
like,
he
that was so
after he was walking up, it should have been
I was like, yeah, no, the walking up and stopping in front of the car. Cut.
Yeah, cut.
Yeah, that's it. It's a wrap. But yeah, no,
I knew you were gonna think that was goofy.
I was like, what? I can't see the reverse side. Like if somebody were filming and looking at them, like there's Batman, there's the car, and like you see Batman hunched over like that. That's not Batman. From the opposite end watching, right? It might have been cool for like, on the inside of the camera and from Penguin's perspective, but from an outsider's perspective, it just looks stupid. But anyway, so I mean that wasn't anything to do with the character, but I did like it.
It was just a goofy shot.
It was just a weird. It was like, okay, this is lingering a little long, and they were like, well, I don't know, what else do you do? I don't know, peer over. Like look into the vehicle, like upside down. Yeah, upside down, like a bat,
like a bat.
So, yeah, like a bat. And they were like, okay. I like that they kept not getting the riddle. Like, well, it's like, what was it? I forgot what it was. Yeah, Rada, and it was like, Havada Lavanka or whatever. I was like, what? And it was like, maybe it's a bat. Oh no, man, it's a falcon. Like they all have wings. Like okay, it was fine. So, let's see. Oh, Gordon, what did you think of Gordon? Good and bad.
Gordon killed it too. There was no bad with Gordon.
There was no bad with Gordon.
I
liked him. I thought that like there was one scene where I was like, what are you doing? Where he was just like staring at him like, and it was just like a weird look. It was like lingered a little too long. I think he was looking at Batman. But I mean, if overall his performance was good. I liked the performance. There were a couple things that I'd have to rewatch it again because it's just like, again, it's a 3-hour movie and I'm trying to process everything at once. But
it was a lot. Like you could like see the whole world within this one movie, which was really cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and we'll get to that. So I'm not there yet. We're talking about Gordon. But yeah, I mean, it was, again, same thing. He started off just like in Batman Begins, lieutenant. He's not the commish. You had the commission. This again, they did the exact same thing that they did in that Nolan did. They killed the commish. Yeah, I mean, they did the same shit, and it's like, okay.
And the next one, it won't be good.
It'll be somebody else.
That'd be funny.
That was one character that I really didn't like. Was the Real mayor to be Real or whatever, the lady mayor that was in the election. I was glad that she got shot. I was like, you didn't listen to Gordon. That's on you. I was like, good. But then after that, like, she got saved by Batman, and she was in the water where, like, she, the blood would have been in the water too, and she was like, dirty water, and she's just like, oh yeah, no, here, help me out. Okay, see you later. Thanks, Batman. I was like, what? No, I'm sorry.
She still has that bullet in her. What the hell happened?
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it. No one treated that. Everyone.
I mean, it was that scene though. It was that scene right there, and then everything following. I didn't like. I didn't mind her talking to him, like, talking to Bruce. About being a philanthropist and all that. I was like, okay, that's fine. She's just trying to, do her thing or whatever. But again, I don't want to see somebody like Real come into the picture in year 2 and be somebody that is, I don't want to say a white knight, but is somebody who is not corrupt. Like, corruption should be there for years. Yeah. It should take Batman years to clean up the swamp, if you will, the rats in Gotham, that are.
But that's the thing. Like, the whole thing is ran by Falcone. They even said, like, she's not winning mayor. The other guy's winning mayor. They said.
Well, he died.
Well, yeah. but still, it wasn't going to happen with Falcone still there. It was not going to happen.
Yeah, he's the mayor. I get it, and that's why I didn't like that he died. I didn't mind that he got shot, but I didn't want him to die because you need to have more than one movie of, like, why anybody should give a shit about Falcone. He's huge. He's a huge reason why Gotham is the way it is. And same thing with Maroni. I love the feuds. That's the only good thing about the Gotham TV show that I liked was the Maroni Falcone. Yeah, that whole thing. I was like, dude, yes, like, give me some of that, and then put Batman in the middle. That's what I liked. I thought I like that kind of dynamic. But they took it out. They're like, nah, we don't need that. We're probably gonna go something fantastical
like was the whole,
for a villain.
Like, bring sniper rifles. Why not bring assault rifles or something?
Sniper rifles for the Riddlers.
Why sniper rifles? Sniper rifles and double barrels. Like, what?
Yeah.
Machine gun. That's it.
Yeah, that was it. It wasn't everything that's planned out, to a T. That particular part of the plan wasn't planned out.
On his, like, little YouTube, TikTok, whatever. They're like, what should we bring? He's like, yeah, sniper rifles. That perfect.
So, but people can argue, well, he's a crazy and all that, but no, he's not really a crazy. He's off kilter, but he's not.
Wait, this was supposed to be it. Because, like, he thought Batman was on his side. He said, you were supposed to be in here with me.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to be, like, watching this out the window, like watching this unfold.
This
is it. The whole master.
Okay, so the next character we can go over
is
would be, I guess. Well, I mean, we kind of went over Falcone. I like John Turturro.
Yeah, I thought he was.
I've always liked John Turturro.
The casting again was phenomenal. Loved it.
I wanted more of him. I think without him, it's not going to be as interesting. I don't know. The next film won't be focused on Mob or whatever. It'll be focused on the next villain.
Court of Owls.
Or the Court of Owls. That'd be great if it was. So let's see. Another character would be actually Gotham itself. It's the world building. And now we're going to get into what you were talking about, is that, like, they kind of give you Gotham in a nutshell. The only thing I could say that I didn't like about Gotham is I think this version of Gotham is set in Seattle because it rains every day, apparently. and
I can decline that.
it
wasn't raining when I was
never
there.
it never stopped
It looked like
raining
Seattle to me.
in Gotham.
It looked like Times Square, and then
Times Square that rains. It's like nonstop. It's like, what's the weather gonna be like today? It's gonna be dark with a sign of justice, or vengeance. Like who the and how did like it's like they call him Vengeance. Hey, what's up, Vengeance? And like, no, my name's Batman. It says on here, even the Riddler gets it. You know, like
if the Riddler gets it, it's not that hard of a puzzle.
it's not that hard.
solve,
I know. It's like, come on, guys. I'm dressed like a bat. I have a cape. But yeah, I mean, you know, Gotham was cool. I liked it. It wasn't. It was a city that breathed its own. I liked the the establishing shots that it had. It was really cool. I liked it. The Batmobile, I didn't care. I didn't care.
I thought it was all right.
It was just a souped up car.
Year two
Dude, I thought
Batmobile.
I'd have a different take on it when I saw the film. I thought I'd have, oh hey, this is something different.
It's year 2.
I know it's year 2, and I know that year 2 would be like, okay, modify a car. I didn't even like the fucking tumbler from Batman Begins, because it was given to him. It was like, oh, what? Just paint it black? Yeah, just paint it black. Okay, it's yours now.
I mean,
It's
everything was given to him. The only thing he made was the batteries.
Yeah.
The mask.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, and why didn't anybody shoot Batman in his legs? Because that was just cargo pants. Okay. Yeah. They kept shooting him in the chest. Like, oh, they won't. These bullets won't penetrate. Keep going. It'll get in there eventually. But I mean, overall, I like his
I
costume.
love that adrenaline boost that he put in his leg.
I loved it, but it would have been suited better for a different scene. Because it was just like one
he's
small. It was like one dude, and I'm sorry, but if you hit yourself with adrenaline, you're not going to start seeing straight because his vision was blurred. So like, if he comes up, he's going to be swinging at Gordon. He's God dang it. Okay, he's going to be swinging at Catwoman. He's going to be he's not. He's just that adrenaline's just going to make him go nuts.
No, because he's Batman.
No, he's vengeance.
It's focused.
He's vengeance.
Focused energy.
No. I thought it was a cool idea, but I thought it was a cool idea that
and you know when I saw
warrant
that
specific
Bane.
part.
I was like, yes.
Oh, so you
Bane
like the Venom boost?
Imagine a fool like banging you with that. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, sure.
Batman's he's fucked.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
With
We'll
that
see if they
adrenaline-
do Bane again.
I'm
Because they've already done Bane
He doesn't even
twice.
have to be the main guy. I'm down for him to be a side
He's already
guy.
been a side guy before.
Well, no, he was more of the main person, but
No.
well, I mean, like not like
in
the,
Batman and Batman Forever.
No, not
Batman
the-
Forever. Yeah, he was
no,
just some
Batman
like
and-
side piece.
Batman and Robin. That was
No, it was Batman. No, it was
Riddler
Batman
and
Robin. Yeah,
Two-Face.
Batman Robin. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Dawson's favorite movie, favorite Batman. You can quote me on that. So,
but not like the main focus. Just like with Joker in the film.
I didn't like
Nobody
Joker.
liked.
I didn't like Joker. His laugh wasn't annoying, but it was like, okay, the bits that you could see of him, I was like, wait a minute. So you're telling me that the Joker was year 1 foe?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's year 1. Because I mean, the soul. Like what? It looked like his nose was painted red. I was like, oh, what are they doing?
Well, no, he has a deformity.
I don't know.
That's what they said. He has a face deformity. He looks more like the man who laughs.
Okay.
Whatever.
And of course you can't get a good look at him, but I didn't like that he was like swapping riddles with the Riddler. I was like, what? That's not his MO. That's not what he does. He didn't give a
I
shit.
feel like he does.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
He fucks around with people.
He messes with people, but he would have given the Riddler something like that he can't solve or something. Just he would have. That's more Joker to me. So.
I think they don't want you to like him because I don't think they plan on bringing him back. That's why
they wouldn't have even put him in the film. They could have omitted that scene altogether.
They said that there was
fine.
more with him actually, but that's the only thing that they left.
Who's they?
Matt Reeves.
Okay.
said that in an interview.
Alrighty, I'll go with that because I have
And
not.
also, the
I've
interview
not looked
said
at
he
that.
wasn't going to continue. It was just.
Well, good because he wasn't. He
I feel like that was
just
done on
wasn't
purpose.
needed.
I feel like it was
Why?
done on purpose. just to like, hey, here's Joker, but we're not running with him.
Well, I mean, it's kind of funny because it's like the same thing with, again, you know, you don't want to compare Christopher Nolan, but you're comparing Christopher Nolan in every single thing because the Joker card was in the first movie as well at the end. I was like, come on, man. You know, it's like, hey, you just watched a Batman movie that didn't have the Joker, but don't forget this card.
I was kind of hoping,
you know,
it was like Mad Hatter or something. I was like, this isn't.
It would have been cool if you had seen like maybe someone else that didn't really need
Honestly,
to
I thought it was gonna be
be
Calendar Man or something. I wasn't expecting Joker. I was expecting someone else talking to him. And then he said clowns. So
yeah.
I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Well, anyway,
I'm all jokered out.
yeah. Well, I'm not jokered out. I'm waiting for another actor to come in for this world to like.
Give me Joaquin. Not Joaquin. Yes.
You want Joaquin for this?
It would have been cool with Joaquin.
Dude,
or that, or freaking
holy
what's
shit.
his face? Willem Dafoe.
Ha!
One of the
Damn.
two. That would have been great.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he did a great job as the Green Goblin, but he's super old.
I don't give a shit. He's old. Joker's older than Batman.
He is older. He should be.
Yes.
He should be. Except for in the new DCEU, Leto is now younger than Batman, who was played by Michael Keaton.
I'm still hell bent on Willem Dafoe being Joker. I mean, if it was a one and done,
It was a missed opportunity.
If it was a one and done thing, hell yeah, bring Willem.
Yeah,
done. That's all I needed. I would have wanted more, but fuck.
No, I mean, the Joker's huge. So if you wanted Willem, you'd have to have him back for like multiple runs.
I'm down maybe for like a side piece. He's not the main, like kind of like the Long Halloween.
The Joker's not a side piece. Harley
The
Quinn
Long
is
Halloween,
the Joker's side piece.
The Joker was a side piece. I'm down for that. I'm so down for that.
Well, I mean, even in Batman Under the Red Hood, Joker's, was a side character.
No, he was the main person.
It was the Red Hood.
He was the main problem with Red Hood.
No, that was
Hood.
Ra's al Ghul.
Shut
He was
up.
the problem with Red Hood because he
No,
resurrected him.
no.
He brought the
False.
problem back to Gotham. So,
Rage
what are you doing?
You
Just God.
Well, yeah, just let him out and let him go kill people.
So,
There,
all right, let's see. Okay, so in my personal opinion, and this is not giving the overall, but I think that I thought the movie should have ended when the Riddler got caught. I didn't think that we needed to see 7 vans that nobody gave a shit about before explode and the water is now in Gotham. Who gives a shit? That to me, that was just like, I was like, okay, I'm kind of checking out of the story. I was just like, I liked, okay, we're seeing more of Batman because I like the Batman and all that. But
the Batman and the people of Gotham. That's it.
Yeah, but I didn't think, I was like, I didn't need it. You got the guy. He's been captured. We don't need to see, Gotham have a new lake or some shit. We don't need to see it get flooded. I was like, that's dumb. It was just extra.
I thought
it was extra for the sake of extra, and I was like, I didn't need it.
No, it's.
I didn't mind watching it, but I was
the
whole time that I was watching it, I was like, this feels kind of done for me. I'm kind of
no
done.
It gives a different outlook for Batman. Like, okay, we can trust this guy.
No. Yes, be afraid of Batman forever.
No.
Forever.
Bringing up Batman forever.
Yes, forever.
No.
Batman should never.
No, criminals.
No, Batman. No, criminals are gonna fear Batman if he's out there, getting muddy and giving people thumbs up and putting people on, on helicopters and shit. No, he should be a creature of the night in the dark, and everyone should fear him. That way, no matter who's talking about him, the fear is always there, whether you're on his side or against his, like that old man in BVS. He's like, yo, hey man, he's never been this aggressive before. But I mean, everybody fears Batman no matter what. Like those girls when they were gonna be let out from being captive and gonna, I guess going to a slave trade, they were like, no, screw this.
They're not from Gotham.
It doesn't matter. Even if you were from Gotham, you should be like, nah. Like, I don't agree with that.
They didn't know.
You don't know that. Did you ask them? They could have been bilingual.
Subtitles? They didn't. Bilingual.
Yeah, well, they were speaking in code. They were like, "Yo, he might not be able to speak this."
They've never been to Gotham, so they're like, "What the fuck is this? Keep us in here."
Yeah, no, I felt that it was longer than it needed to be.
I felt like it was perfect.
No, I don't feel that way.
I felt that.
I think that it could have been shorter. I think the flow of the film was good, though. I think that everything up until that point right there, when the Riddler was like, hey, there's this other thing that you didn't know about, and it turns out to be, these lights on the floor, and they represent vans, and the vans have explosives, and they all just go off. It's like, wait a minute, did Batman just cause this by opening this up and like he set off a trigger or something by putting the data into the computer and him finding this out? Did that trigger the vans? Like, is it all Batman's fault? I think it is. I think it's all Batman's fault that everybody got, freaking washed away or whatever. I understand, and this is what Luke was talking about, but I understand that the Riddler wanted to get all of the politicians or people, that aren't under or are under Falcone's thumb or whatever into one place, but there are other ways you could do that. And I just thought that was just, it was kind of like they were like, hey, remember when that time when Bane destroyed all those bridges? Well, we could do that, but with vans and water. What do you think? it didn't need to happen. Didn't need to happen. I was like, okay, whatever. But I mean, I liked watching more of the film.
This Batman deserves a Robin. I think he's irking for a Robin.
Yeah, I think he was like, hey,
yeah,
I got my eye on you, which is a camera. So I was like, that's a creepy. So
you think we'll see one?
I don't know. I don't know. It would be cool. I'd love to see Robin done right. So far, the only Robin we've had is Chris O'Donnell, and that's kind of it for live action movies. So they need, and I don't count that.
Titans.
No,
Oh.
Titans is the first season was kind of okay. The guy that played Dick Grayson, Thwaites. I'm talking about Robin in the movies, and the only other Robin is Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which wasn't Robin, and that was stupid. And shame on Nolan for ever putting that in the movie. I thought that was the dumbest thing. So,
name's Robin.
Yeah, you should go by your real name, Robin, the Boy Wonder. Like, wait. Is that what it says? So yeah, I mean, overall, I would assume that you like the film.
I liked the film.
Okay.
I definitely want to watch it again. It did remind me of Seven, which I thought that was funny. Because I saw that movie.
What's in the box? Yeah.
I saw that movie before I saw this movie, just because I saw it on HBO Max.
It's a good movie. And that's probably where they got a lot of the inspiration from. Yeah, I mean, I like the movie as well. I don't think it's the best Batman movie that I've ever seen.
It's the best detective Batman movie
but it's a good Batman film, and I would purchase it on 4K.
I'm hoping we
and
keep
that's my standard.
Yes. I hope we keep this great detective that we got going on. But
I hope they do. I hope they don't go and just like shift focus on because it's been rumored for Mr. Freeze.
Oh, wait, Mr. Freeze would be great.
Yeah, but I hope that they don't just go I know they're not going to go the whole Arnold.
I think it's going to go multiple.
I just don't want it to go like fantastical Batman, like goofball Batman.
Oh no, it's not gonna.
I would love for it, if it is, Mr. Freeze, then
Mr. Freeze, Clayface.
Keep it. Yeah, I think Clayface.
I think
Clayface makes more sense in this setting.
Yes.
I want to see more detective Batman than vigilante superhero fighting beat 'em up Batman, because that's not really what Pattinson is. He's not he beats up when he needs.
Yeah.
But he doesn't it's not all flashy. So yeah, I mean, I think that's. Am I forgetting any character?
I'm thinking.
Am I forgetting anything? I don't know. I just got again, guys. If you haven't seen the movie, we have been going over spoilers like nonstop, and if you're this far, then you've probably been spoiled. So,
Their jaws just.
they're like, wait, I don't want to hear all that. Alfred. We didn't talk about Alfred. Alfred, Caesar was good. Caesar was good. Yeah. I think he should have died because.
Yeah, he should have died.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The blast. That blast is.
Because now I don't think he's gonna die.
He'll never die. No, he'll never die. If he can survive a C4 blast.
But if he died, I would have been like, okay, they ripped that out of Affleck's script. That's definitely.
but yeah, I think it was a good performance. I do like it. We need to see more.
Really there.
He wasn't really there.
Just...
He was just kind of like, yeah, exactly. Same thing with the old lady that played the maid. I don't even know what her name is. I forget.
Oh, I forgot that.
I forget. I remember. No, I forget what her name was even in the Adam West show, because I think that's where Matt was pulling it from, because there was Alfred Pennyworth and then this other lady, and I forgot what her name is. But I think that's a story for another time. But yeah, I mean, overall, we thought the movie was good. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's a solid 8.
Solid 9.
A solid 8 for me.
Solid 9 for me.
So, and I guess ranking the Batman films. Yeah. So where does this
check
fall?
it out on Twitter? We'll be back.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people doing the whole what is it?
I'm surprised how high
Letterboxd?
Batman Forever is. I'm really surprised by how high that is on their charts.
Batman Forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
interesting.
interesting.
I mean, like the deleted.
As far as
scenes
best
look
Batman
great.
films, I still think for me, Batman Begins, and then I can't really say BVS because it's not really a Batman film.
Yeah, but everybody does. So just do it.
Okay, so I would say BVS, and then this film, and then Justice League, and then Batman '89.
Whoa, Justice League.
Zack Snyder's Justice League. yeah. Justice League didn't make the cut. Sorry, Justice League did not. Something, something's bleeding. I'm like, oh no.
Something's definitely bleeding.
Yeah. No, Pattinson would never say that. I hear you talk to fish.
Apparently, also fuck fish.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, he's Oh well, that's
Whatever.
a sad
Anyway,
day for
anyway,
Momoa.
what was your tier? Your
My
list?
tier?
Your list.
Tier 1 is
No, start from the
Batman
top,
Begins.
bottom,
Okay, Batman Begins, BVS, The Batman, Zack
top
Snyder's
5?
Justice League, yeah, and then Batman '89. I won't go further than that because I like Mask of the Phantasm. That'd probably be up there as well.
Mine would have to be Begins. Begins. I haven't thought about this too much.
No rush, but I need an answer.
Batman v Superman, The Batman, Dark Knight, and then probably Batman '89. Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. And guys, after we end the stream, we'll check out the comments. But let us know what your list is. Let us know what you thought was good, what you thought was not good about the film, and what you agreed or disagreed
Who would you like
with
to
us.
see for the next Batman film?
Clayface.
Clayface. That's
Yeah.
your solid.
I mean,
If
I'm
you
sure
had
they're
to
gonna
choose two,
develop
if you had to
Joker.
choose two or
Clayface
three,
and Joker.
who would you want as the main villain? Like Court of Owls? Are they going on?
Court of Owls, I wouldn't call him a villain.
Well, the main.
Like, I'd love to see
Organization.
like Talon Lord or whatever, you know.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, I mean that'd be dope.
I feel like they'd save that.
Somebody who can physically go toe to toe with Batman.
Do you think
Who's not Bane?
the Court of Owls could have like set these people up to do these kind of things?
Yeah. The Court of Owls is much like the Freemasons. So yeah, they do shit like that all the time.
Okay.
So, but guys, yeah, let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys next time. Where can they find you?
Right here.
Right here on the Zeeverfett channel. You guys have a great evening, and same bat time, same bat channel.
See you
later. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you saw, check out our other videos and subscribe for more. Be sure to leave your comments and suggestions down below. Don't forget to check out our TeePublic and Teespring store. And a thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Your support is much appreciated. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. This is Zeeverfett signing off.